In general, the process of photosynthesis is composed of two sets of reactions, the light reaction and the Calvin cycle or dark reaction. Light reactions occur only when solar energy is available. They occur in diliquid membranes where the green pigment chlorophyll is present. As the electrons move down the electron transport chain, energy is released. Those energized electrons are either stored for production of ATP molecules or taken up by NADP plus in order to produce NADPH. In other words, sunlight, which is solar energy, is converted to ATP and NADPH, which are chemical energy. Calvin cycle or dark reactions occur regardless of whether the solar energy is available or not. They occur in the stroma of chloroplast. During the reactions, carbon dioxide is taken up and reduced to a carbohydrate or sugar that can later be converted to glucose, to wheat, ATP, and NADPH, which are chemical energy, are used to reduce carbon dioxide and form carbohydrate, which is another chemical energy. This can be summarized into the following steps. During the light reaction, solar energy is absorbed. Water photolysis splits the water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen atoms. Then oxygen is released. Solar energy energizes electrons so that ADP and NADP plus become ATP and NADPH accordingly. During the Calvin cycle reaction, carbon dioxide is absorbed and reduced to a carbohydrate or sugar by utilizing ATP and NADPH produced from the light reaction. ADP plus P and NADP plus are taken back to light reactions for the following carbohydrate production. Additionally, light reaction occurs in two pathways, cyclic and non-cyclic pathway. Non-cyclic pathway occurs in the thylakoid membranes beginning with photosystem 2. First, the pigment complex is concentrated in a particular pair of chlorophyll A molecules called the reaction center. Due to water photolysis, electrons are replaced from water, releasing oxygen. As the electrons in the reaction center become energized, they move to nearby electron acceptor molecules. Then the electron acceptor sends energized electrons to the pigment complex in photosystem 1 through electron transport chain in order to capture energy, or it's called ATP. This ATP will be used by the Calvin cycle reactions in the stroma to reduce carbon dioxide to a carbohydrate. When the photosystem 1 pigment complex absorbs solar energy, energized electrons leave its reaction center and are captured by electron acceptors. As the electrons are passed to NADP plus molecules, it forms a reduced form of the molecule NADPH, which is also used by the Calvin cycle reactions to reduce carbon dioxide to a carbohydrate. Meanwhile, cyclic pathway only occurs in photosystem 1. One distinct thing about cyclic pathway is that energized electrons return to the pigment complex in photosystem 1 rather than move to NADPH, NADP+, which is why it is called cyclic, and no NADPH is produced in cyclic pathway.